Here's Shay Norling. Shay?
And Dealbreakers brought to you by Affinity Whole Health and FeelGreatIllinois.com. To learn about their testosterone replacement therapy and semaglutide weight loss, go to FeelGreatIllinois.com. All right, with Kaplan abandoning us this morning literally for the streets, I would like to bring Jay Moore into Dealbreakers as your running mate here, Hoodie.
All right.
The two of you can answer these scenarios for me. Let's start with this. You have been broken up with your ex-girlfriend for 6 months.
Yep.
But she has stayed friends with you and your friend group. The entire friend group had a trip planned to Berlin for a week, all hanging out. You're going to stay in a hotel, get some separate rooms. The ex-girlfriend's included. You're both going. You're not refunding anything. You're just going to go on the trip. On the trip, you see her hooking up with your friend in the group. Do you say something, air them out while you're on vacation, leave them alone, go do your own thing, or just let it be?
Okay, couple of parameters with this. How good a friend is he? Like, not obviously not my best friend, but what if it was my best friend? Let's say it's a friend. Say it's my best friend, and he's single, and he's like, you're not with her anymore, but I want to hook up with your ex. Okay, well, she's not mine anymore. However, I would think that that's kind of odd that my friend would want to have seconds that are sloppy.
Oh, well, it's a bro code violation too, is it not?
Unless he comes to ask you and say, hey, man, your girl's over here trying to get at me. Now, if you don't have any ill will, hey, man, do your thing.
You know what? It's not a deal breaker for me because it's my ex, one. And two, would I go on that trip solo, Shay? Wouldn't I bring someone else along? I mean, it's a trip to Berlin. You said Berlin, right?
Yeah, that's a nightlife city. If you know anything about Berlin, it's late night clubs and drugs. That's the kind of scene that you are getting involved in.
A lot of replacements.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I'm not sore about it, Shay. Like, if that's what my friend, best friend, casual friend wants, go right ahead. I've been there and done that.
Yeah, it's not a deal breaker for me.
I've driven that road before.
Do you keep hanging out with them while they're like shacking up in front of you, or are you just like, all right, you guys enjoy. I'm gonna go check out. I'm trying to think of a landmark in Berlin. I'm gonna go look at the wall.
If you're looking at the wall, then maybe that's the wrong person to see. You want some more of a thoroughfare, don't you? Don't you? I'm just saying, like, that won't get it done. So like, whatever the equivalent of the red light district would be in Berlin, right? That's what you're looking for, that kind of nightlife?
It's the wall.
Yeah. Is it the wall?
I honestly don't. I don't know if Berlin has an equivalent. Maybe you'd get on one of those what are the hopper flights. Just head over to Amsterdam for a weekend.
Hopper, I don't even know her.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
When you're driving around Cicero and Fifth Avenue
yes.
on the west side, who's on the wall?
Oh. Well, not workers to try to do your lawn. I know that.
Of course. You already know.
I already know who's there. Yes, I've been through there. So, no, you know what? It's not a deal breaker, Shay. It's not, because obviously she's my ex because I want to do better, or I want to be able to go on my own and see what's out there in Berlin. And by the way, I know how this works, right? You're around friends, so it's breakfast time, or it's lunch, or it's dinner. And it's like, they might be sitting next to one another. I'm good with it. That's my ex. It's fine. I know her, but it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable.
She's your problem now, pal.
Yep. That's what my wife's father said. It's funny you said it just like that. I said, I'd like to have Michelle's hand in marriage, and he said, well, he said, well, that's your problem now.
Get her out of my house.
That's pretty much what he said. That's a direct quote.
You.
That's not a joke. That's a direct quote.
Wow.
Yeah. The Mississippian told me. He said, well, that's your problem now. Okay. Shane Orland.
My goodness.
Yeah.
All right. I saw a Reddit post. It engendered some divisive conversation, made some headlines. I want to ask you about it.
Yeah.
A wedding guest gave the bride and groom a $100 gift via Venmo a couple days after the wedding. This guest showed up to the wedding late without a card. Their entire gift was a $100 Venmo sent a couple days later. The bride erupted about it. Sent a text to the friend, said, "This is awful. It just feels disrespectful. I'd like to send the $100 back to you. I don't even want this." Is it really that tacky if you give your wedding gift via Venmo?
It is not, because that's the way things are today.
All right.
Why is that tacky? And we've had this conversation months ago, Shay, about whether or not you can give a gift 10 days or 30 days or 60 days after wedding or a year. I'm not sure what the rule is. I would prefer to get it done quickly, not after the wedding. I like to do it either beforehand or the day of. But I think that there's some rule that's out there that if it's within the year, it's still a great wedding gift, no matter what it is. So because Bridezilla doesn't like it, doesn't necessarily mean that that's a bad thing. At least you got something, right?
Right. PayPal.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just send it.
Jay Moore,
Great.
you know, with some of these stories, it's like the perception is like everyone's got it right then and there. Everybody doesn't have the same, have the same wherewithal
Right.
all the time. Sometimes it's like, I'll get you on payday.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people in this country that still live in check to check. It's like, okay, on Friday, I got you. It might, hey, your wedding might be on a Sunday or a Saturday, but you know what? The next week, I got you. And it's a $100 gift card, $100 to Venmo. At least it's something. At least it's the gift that counts.
And it's a gift. Like you said, it's
Yep.
not like you're obligated to do it, to give a gift. You're invited to the wedding, you come. But, I know the etiquette is you're supposed to bring a gift, but if you don't and you don't have it at that particular time, I'm okay with that.
I actually think this should be the norm now. Every wedding should have a QR code that links me to one of your, whether it's PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, whatever you use, and just let me pay you there.
Yeah, they do it in church.
It's more convenient. Seriously, it's
do.
more convenient for everybody. I don't even have a checkbook. I'm not writing you a check. I don't have a checkbook. Stopping to go get cash? What are you, crazy? I could just send you a Venmo and I'll buy you a card. It's more convenient for everyone involved.
It is. My church, they have the QR codes. If you don't have the cash to put in there when the pot's going around, hey.
The collection
There it is.
is now Venmo.
Now, here's the thing. Jay Moore. It took, I'm sure, a lot of meetings for some of those West Side preachers to understand what a QR code was. Because if the money's not at hand after the service, we didn't do well. No, we have a QR code. What is that? Can I see the money from the QR code? I've been in those meetings. I know what that's like. To try to tell, Shay, someone who's 50 or 60 years old, no, the money's there. It's just not in the building. What do you mean it's not in the building? What's a QR code? How much is that worth? No, you understand. No, Pastor, see, they click the code, see, and they're giving money. I don't see anything. I see $100. What happened?
It took so long to convince my mother to use Venmo.
Yeah.
Because my dad had her sold. It wasn't safe. My dad said, Venmo, it's not safe. It can't be safe. It's not safe. I won't use it. It can't be safe. Come on.
See? Technology moves fast for a lot of people, man. Like that's a way to be able to get your money fast. Yes. And you're listening to someone, by the way, that was the last person on earth that got direct deposit from work. Me.
Does Yurko have direct deposit yet?
That's a good question. I don't.
I think he doesn't.
I think he was before. I think it was me and then him. Because I remember had to come in and get my cash on hand, my check handed to me or in my mailbox.
Oh, boy.
No, seriously, for years. So I had to learn myself that, hey, you know what? This can go right into your bank without you having to drive to work and get it out of your mailbox.
My goodness.
I think Yurko, I think that he has direct deposit now. But I think he might have been the last one here at the station. But I'm right there with him. More Deal Breakers right around the corner. Cap and J Hood, weekday morning, 7 to 10.